Hi friends, welcome to my crochet channel. I've been very excited to share with you a tutorial of this stylish and trendy summer top. It is very comfortable to wear and a must-have for the hot summer season. This pattern is beginner friendly, so if you have some basic crochet knowledge, you will have no problem of crocheting it. This top is very cute and stylish, and my daughter received so many compliments on it. I think you will like it too, and I inspired you to crochet it with me. Before we start the tutorial, I want to give you some details and explain the process of our top crochet so you will have a better understanding. We will start our crochet from bottom to top. I want to point out that you are free to make any changes based on your body shape, size, and personal choice. You can also make it a beach dress if you crochet it long enough, which would also look very stylish and trendy for this summer season. And the best thing about this top is that it is so easy to crochet and very fast. As I said, we will start from the bottom, and we will need to crochet 2 identical pieces for front and back. Take your measurements and see how wide you want the top to be. In my case, I crocheted a chain 55 centimeters or 22.5 inch long. You can find all the measurements of this top in this chart. The length of the top is going to be 50 centimeters or 19.7 inch. Again, you will have your own measurement for that, depending how long or short you want your top to be. Mine kind of looks like a square shape. As you saw in the pictures, in the pattern for this top, I have triple crochets, and for the measurements I have, total number of my triple crochets is 45. The reason I'm telling you this detail is that when you are close to the neck part of our top, you will need to have 15 triple crochets in both sides to create the neck opening, and then for the shoulder I have 14 double crochets in between those 15 triple crochets. You will understand what I mean once you start crocheting. Once you're done with both back and front pieces, then you're going to crochet them together, and for the armhole you are going to leave, in my case I left 24 centimeters or 9.5 inch as the hole for the arm, and then I just made some slip stitches. I will show you in the tutorial to merge the 2 pieces together. And one more last thing I want to add is I'm using the ruler for this tutorial, and the width of my ruler is 4 centimeters or 1.6 inch. This detail is important because, as you saw in the pictures, we have long stitches for the pattern, and the length of your long stitches will depend on the width of your ruler. We can also call this long stitches as a fringe pattern. With no further ado, let's get started to our tutorial. First, I want to show you the yarn that I used for this tutorial. It is anti-peeling organic yarn designed in Italy, and it is 100% premium anti-peeling acrylic yarn, 100 grams, which has 230 meters in it. For the top that I showed you, 2 of bullet skeins of this yarn will be enough for the whole top. And now we're going to start by making the fringe of the bottom part. As I mentioned earlier, you need to crochet a chain. It doesn't matter the number of the chain, but you need to have an exact measurement in centimeters or in inches. So I'm going to show you a small sample. I made a chain, and now I'm going to crochet a single crochet in each stitch, but these single crochets are going to be long, and for this we're going to need the ruler that we talked about in the beginning. For you to have equally length of our fringes, you need to kind of crochet them into this ruler. So that's the first stitch, and then you insert the hook into the second chain and make the single crochet, and at the end you're going to pull the stitch onto the ruler, and then the third chain. Once you make the single crochet, you're going to pull the yarn onto the ruler, and you're going to continue this pattern until the end of the chain, of the length of your chain. I'm going to show you a couple more times, and then I will show you the end result of this row. Crochet the rest of your row yourself, and I'll see you then. This is what you should have. You should have it longer, of course, because this is just a sample. And then once you crocheted all the chain, you're going to take it out of the ruler, and this is going to be the fringe, like the bottom part of our top. And now we're going to continue to crochet upwards. Here at the end, I'm making one single crochet just to attach it tightly, the end of that fringe. And then our second row, we're going to start by making a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our first triple crochet, and then make a yarn over of 2, and on the second stitch I am making 1 triple crochet, a chain of 1, again 1 triple crochet on the second chain, and a chain of 1 in between. This is the pattern for our second row. Yarn over twice, and on the second stitch 1 triple crochet. A chain of 1 in between, and then continue this pattern until the end of the second row. And I'll meet you at the end of the second row to show you how I am crocheting the last one. This is our last triple crochet for this row, and as I mentioned in the beginning, For the top that I have 45 triple crochets in total. Now 1 chain to tighten it up, and then we are going to crochet the fringe again, the long stitches, and we're going to need our ruler again for that. So we are repeating the first row, and the pattern is just going to continue this way. So that was our first single crochet, and then make 1 single crochet on the next stitch and put it onto the ruler, pull it onto the ruler. Our single crochets in this row are a bit different. As you can see, we are inserting the hook into the chain of the previous row. We pull it onto the ruler, and the next stitch that we're going to crochet, the next single crochet, it is going to be like in between the two triple crochets that we have. The reason for doing that is because this way it is going to be tighter, the top and the pattern itself. So this one I inserted it onto the stitch of the double crochet, and now I am making a single crochet in between of that triple crochet, and then again on top of the triple crochet, and then in between the two triple crochets. We continue this pattern until the end of the row, and now see, I have 2 more single crochets for the end of this row. And this is 1 and 1 more. And that is going to be the end of this row. Now you can take the stitches out of the ruler. You can pull them out. And now see, we have the first stitch near our yarn. We are making a single crochet, just a regular single crochet here, and we then turn around and you take the next stitch and make a single crochet. We're kind of making a line. We're going to connect all these long stitches into one line. You will see it more clearly once you crochet a little bit more. So we take each long stitch at a time and make a single crochet. And we're going to do it. We're going to continue this pattern until the end of this row. I just want to mention again that this tutorial and this pattern is very, very easy and very trendy and very stylish in my opinion. So continue this row and I'll see you at the end. Make a chain of 6 for the next row and then turn around. Now we're going to have triple crochets. Again, yarn over of 2 and 1 triple crochet onto the second stitch and a chain of 1 in between. Repeat yarn over of 2, 1 triple crochet onto the second stitch, and a chain of 1 for in between. We're going to continue this pattern, repeat this pattern until the end of this row. So I think you got the idea of the pattern, and then once you're done with this row, you then are going to repeat making the fringe on the ruler and crochet up until the neck. Here I'm going to show you the review of the top that I made, and I want to give you the count of the rows that I have for this top, and let's just count the rows of the fringes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 rows, 8 fringe rows, 8 long stitches rows you should have before you start the neck. But these measurements are for the top, for the measurements of the top that I have. You can make it a longer or a shorter one. It would also depend on your own choice and preference. And now you see this is the way I laced up the neck part of our top. For the lace of this top, I made a row of single crochets, and the second row was single crochet slip stitch, single crochet slip stitch. You can lace it up any kind of way you want it to be. And see, this is the armhole, and I have like 3 fringes, 3 fringe rows for the armhole, and as I mentioned, it is 24 centimeters. Now I'm showing you the way I sewed the top together. I took a needle and a sewing yarn and sewed the parts together where I had triple crochets, and see, I left some opening here, and I didn't lace up the armholes because I think it looks better this way. And these are the shoulders. This is the end of my tutorial. I hope it was inspirational and you would crochet this top with me. Thank you. Have a good time of the day. Bye.
Hello everyone. Did you like the top my grandma made from my mom? I loved it. If you want to make the same top, subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Thank you. Bye.